Welcome to Wednesday's Live. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I go live every Wednesday. Let's see if I can get the lights a little more. Can you see me now? All right. So usually I have it right on the table, but I decided to do it like here. Let me see if I can see myself here. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. It is live. Yeah. Okay. I made some notes because of course, um, let's see, I'm gonna check just to see if the noise is good in here. If you guys can see me, if you can hear me. All right, let's see. Let's see. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can. All right. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. All right. It's Wednesday. Wednesday nights are continuation of the reading from Sunday. Um, what were we doing on, I'm going to look over what we were looking at on Sunday. We were looking at who we are and who we may be trading in to become. And not only that, um, I wrote some notes. Is it your ego? Is your ego involved in this? In this trade up? Um, Way of being or being perceived would be better way of putting it. When you decide, oh, well, I want to do this in my life, and then you try to fit into some kind of shoes that's already been pre-packaged. Sometimes we do that, right? It's like, what do you want to be when you grow up? We fit into shoes that have already been fit in, right? You say, I'm a doctor, and you already have some people already have a perception of what that looks like. It could be not just because they want to help people. Let's face it, sometimes it's the prestige or the what comes with it. Why, right? People look up to doctors because they're healers or something. Sometimes it's an ego thing, right? It's not wrong, it's just is, right? It's a perception of success. So sometimes we do that, right? So uh there's a lot of people that may be feeling a little pathless in this, because what's happening with that as well is that there's some jobs now that didn't exist 20, 30, 40 years ago. I mean, just what I'm doing now, content creator, that wasn't around. Not really, right? You had your artist types, you had all of those people, you had your spiritual types, they're called fortune tellers, but resonance readers and people who are like tapping into their spiritual sides and stuff. There was little pockets of specific things. So we're a little bit in a pathless era, but it doesn't mean you're lost. It means that there's more roads now than there were before. The path hasn't been trampled down. So we've got to educate ourselves and get to where we need to go, right? The things that we do, a lot of those things, well, they haven't been done. So we're just trying to find our way. Let's see here. Hello, my crazy TV. Okay, next up. So yeah, I wrote new projects and learning. Okay, the important part of this is to reconnect to the joy of what you're doing and your heart space. So important. Reconnect to the heart. Because if you don't, you're going to be going down a road that you're just going to end up turning around and retracing your steps. So if you are going down a pathless road, make sure it's one that's connected to you. Um, yeah, let's keep going. So part of that came in is research, Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. The thing is that when you're researching something and you're trying to take a couple of steps, sometimes you get stuck, right? It's like meeting a insurmountable wall. Like you're walking and suddenly that wall shows up and you're trying to open a door and then you open that door and you step in and then you encounter another door. Sometimes they're locked, sometimes they're not. But at some point you start feeling like you're stuck. Like I'm stuck. I don't know where I'm going. What am I doing? Why am I stuck here, right? So, yeah. What you need to do, an important part, is to become a dancer and a weaver. That's the card that came in on Sunday. You have to go in and out, right? You have to go with the flow, right? Sometimes you're going to be stuck. Sometimes you're going to be moving forward. Sometimes you're going to be stuck again. What you have to do is learn how to dance, learn how to weave, learn how to find different paths and things that you can be doing. Trust me, I know it's hard. I've been hitting more walls recently than I ever thought I could ever hit. But in it comes the challenge of trying to get past it and trying to do more, right? So the magician came in reverse, and it's not because the magic isn't there, but the actual message was, how do you learn to use that magic? How do you use it, right? Because sometimes you can have the tools. It doesn't mean you know how to use them. You don't know the magic spells. You don't know the recipe for them. So they just end up being tools that you have no use for at the moment. And it may feel that way as you're going forward. Like, I don't know what to do with these, right? I have all of this and a lot of it doesn't fit or it's never been done before. So I'm not too sure what to do with it, right? So you are tailoring your life. The tailor came in on Sunday for this part. You are tailoring a life to fit you. It's not going to be a one and done. So you have to remember that when you're trying to make things happen. You can't just like go, yay, everything's going to be great. You know, it's going to be like a plug and play, especially if you're going down a path. What they're showing me is a field that looks like there's a path there. Have you ever gone somewhere and you're going, I think, I think there's a road here, or I think there's an actual, like, trampled, right? You're going, somebody's been here. There's already a path, and you're walking, and the more you walk, you start thinking, hmm, is there a path? Is there really something there? Or maybe I just thought there was, right? This is what it feels like. It feels like there could have been somebody who attempted it. Maybe they gave up along the way, and now you are trudging through this, trying to figure out if you're actually going in the right direction. But when you're trying to tailor something that hasn't been done before, sometimes it gets it's a little more difficult. You're the trailblazer. You're the one starting this stuff, right? So don't be too hard on yourself. Give yourself a breath, okay? Give yourself a break. Um, we don't give ourselves a break. We're so hard on ourselves sometimes, especially when we're not getting the results that we want. We feel like we're failures, and we are not failures. We are just pioneers in a lot of things right now. Okay? All right. So, that's what I wrote next. Take a moment to breathe in the new, the idea. Not only that, let the master energy guide you to wisdom. In other words, let it come in. Take a moment, take a beat, take a breath, and let it come in. Let it help you. Don't let it sink you. You're not failing. You're pioneering. It's not going to always be easy. Sometimes it's going to be damn hard. You may sit there and cry in like pure frustration, and that's okay too. Just take a moment, do something that makes you feel really good, right? And then come back at it, okay? With that perspective. Don't stay in that negative mindset where nothing is working because it's just going to tear you apart, okay? All right, so the last card that came in was Stay Open, and it was 10, Wheel of Fortune. And I love this. The Wheel of Fortune, some people think, it's all about fortune. Not necessarily. What what is going on? I'm looking at the comments. Okay. Let's go on a date. Give me a call later here and we'll set it up. And lighting as many candles as possible in the house after closing the door reduces air pressure. Who knew? All right. So, all right. I'm seeing that the peanut gallery is back. Stay open. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, the way I see it is this. It's not necessarily, I see this huge wheel that starts to turn, right? And sometimes it's turning and you feel like, ooh, it's creaking, it's going. But what happens with a big, heavy wheel is that even if it's hard to move or start to turn, once it starts turning, the momentum is what keeps it going. The momentum is what keeps it, that starts giving it its go, right? It goes faster because there's weight behind it. So just remember that. Even though right now it may feel like everything is just shaking, right? Because you're trying to nudge that wheel and it just won't go, or it's not going fast enough, or it's just moving past the crest. Don't worry about it. Once it goes, it goes. It's just that sometimes it feels a lot heavier. And now I'm getting like flashbacks of people on The Price is Right. You guys remember that? That big wheel that they would spin? Sometimes those poor little ladies, they'd be like grabbing onto it and the wheel would like half a turn. And Bob would like say, come on. It's like, dude, she's like 5 foot nothing. And she weighs probably 30 pounds, give her a break. Anyways, funny. All right. Okay. So let's pull cards now. Let's pull some cards. Let's see what comes out. I'm going to do the clarity spread, what I call my clarity spread. I'm going to pull the cards. I'm using the Tarot of the Healing Light. I think we all need it right now. It's, well, I don't know if you guys need it, but I certainly do. So I'll take it. King of Pentacles. Oh, it's funny. He looks like he's got horns. He does have horns. Wow, somebody was brave to put that on cards. I can hear the words now. Ethan, you're going to hell. God, don't put that in cards. We're already suffering from that. We're already having a hard enough time just using tarot cards without going to hell every second day. According to people who read a fictional book. Whatever. What I'm doing is fiction. Right. Okay, so here we go. More cards. Okay, 7. I'm not telling you. I'm keeping the cards secret until I'm done. Just to torture you. Because I can. I'm a witch. Actually, I'm not. Or maybe I am. I don't know. I don't have a pointy hat, or do I? I do have a pointy hat, but it's an elf hat. Now, I wear it at Christmas. All right, 2, 2. That's, what is that? Okay. All right, so the first row, we'll start with the first row. The first row is your current situation. So what I'm seeing here is There's a lot to be had. You have the King of Pentacles with his little horny. See, look, he's got horns. I don't know if that's dangerous or sexy. Who cares? Horns. Mr. Horny of the money. Yeah, that's probably why, right? Money. It's all evil. It's not. Okay, I'm getting off that path right now. It is not evil. Money is only evil. Only the people who are using the money in the wrong way are evil. Okay? They've got problems. They're poor hearts. They haven't been loved enough properly. That's the problem. Okay? They haven't felt the frequency of love for themselves or their fellow man, and that's where evil lives. So there you go. The King of Pentacles is a king who is, well, he's wealthy, he's successful, he's practical. He does well for himself and his family. Okay? He's a good caregiver. And I feel at the heart of it that whatever you're doing is probably for that. Let's face it, when we go on a path of trying to find something to create, it fills our soul, but it's very good if it can fill our pockets too. Because unfortunately right now we don't live on just air and food, that everything is free. It is not. It's too bad. Wish it was, but it's not. So, what you're looking is for abundance. Abundance of life, but it's more than abundance. It's abundance of self. Okay? So you're looking to fill a container that's not just abundant, but sometimes we limit it or get it to that platform where it's just that. And that's not what we should be doing. Whatever we fill the container should fill it in all aspects. Heart, joy, happiness, family, money, all of it. Because they're all elements, regardless of what you look at or what you call it or whatever your mind's, doing with it. They're all elements that are in our environment. They're in our lives, right? But right now, you're having difficulty. With the Seven of Swords, this is telling me that something is stealing your thunder. And with the Two of Wands, you're trying to contemplate and think innovatively, right? It would be like the example that I gave. You want something, but you're wanting it maybe not for the right reasons, or you're trying to implement it in a way. Let's say you're trying to implement something new in an old way. You're trying to use an old method to implement a path that has never been walked before. That's very hard. You're trying to take an old scaffolding and build a new house with it. And it's not exactly working. So you're trying to think innovatively. And the last two, the Two of Wands with the Two of Cups, this is telling me that you're trying to harmonize these. You're trying to balance them out. You're trying to go, how do I make this fit into this? Very hard. Okay? Very difficult. Not easy. Okay? Because sometimes the old stuff doesn't mix in with the new stuff. Okay. So let's see here. And I know if you're not Pisces and you're here, don't worry. It's okay. My messages are not just like specifically, they've got good advice in it. Let's just say you could have been in this situation. You could be in your life going, I'm trying to make something happen and it's not working because you're trying to make something happen that's never been done before. And then you give yourself hell because you're trying to trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It's not working. All right. So at your heart, another king energy. Look at all this king stuff. This is you mastering. Okay, I'm going to tell you right away. You may feel at some points a little discouraged, but you're mastering stuff. So again, don't be too hard. This is beautiful. This is beautiful because this is your heart line. Okay, your heart line, you got the King of Swords. This is mastering this thing. Your head, your big picture view, going, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to get up on the mountain and I'm going to get a bigger view. Yes, they told me that old scaffolding may work in this new thing, but it's not. Now I got to get a bigger picture. I've got to go see what's going on everywhere. So I can pick a little bit of this. In other words, educate yourself here, educate yourself there, and then put it in your bag of tricks. your bag of magician so that you know how to use them. Okay? This is how you reconnect to yourself with the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is about not only reconnecting to those energies, but also even reconnecting to others. So others may be helping you. You know, example, you're trying to do something new. What do? We all do the same thing. We go on YouTube, right? How do I change the toilet? You go, right? Actually did that. My husband did that. You can find it there. There's online courses, there's anything. There's other people who've been down this road who are doing something similar. Okay? This card can be of that. This is harmonizing to them, harmonizing to that energy to get your dreams going, to reconnect to the right energy to get you moving again. So that's what's in your heart. Even though you're discouraged, you're still trying. And the Ten of Cups. Beautiful cards, okay? The intent may have been like the Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, you know? I want to do it because I want to be prosperous and abundant and give to the people that I love. But in the end, you're also trying to bring in blessings. So you're doing it for the right reasons, Pisces, and that's the most beautiful thing. You're doing it from the heart, you're doing it for the right reasons. The reason, the way I said that, it almost sounded like Reese's. Now I'm hungry for chocolate. Reese's Pieces. Hi, Kay. Am I doing donations? I don't know. What are you talking about? You mean for readings, or am I donating this? No. If you want to donate to the channel, there's a little $sign at the bottom. And I thank you if you do. I'm not doing readings right now. I'm just doing a reading continuation for the reading that I did on Sunday. I do 2 lives a month where I do offer to pull cards. So you can catch me there. Every month, every Saturday, not every Saturday. 2 Saturdays a month at 7. Just keep your eye out. You'll find me there. Okay, so what is Spirit's advice? All right. So, they're telling me there are choices. Choices will appear, okay? You're going to see them. The light's going to shine. Things, you see this two that got together, right? This harmony, the 2 of Wands. There you go. See those bubbles? Poof, right in the middle, the light shines through, and then you start seeing choices. See? You see him pointing at the choices going, well, look at that. There's another choice right there. Oh, and there's another choice right there. May even be this card usually means there's too many choices. You don't even know where to pick anymore. Wouldn't that be nice, right? So, however, you're going to have to keep your wits about you. That's the Strength card. The Strength card is telling you, look, increase your personal power by educating yourself, going to look for answers elsewhere, right? That's how you keep your strength up. That's how you find the balance between your logic and impulses and your frustration and your hope. Okay? It's by tapping into your personal power. Okay? All right. Let's see. Oh. Ah, of course. We ended the reading, I'm pretty sure, on the King of Cups. There he is. Do you see how many? Look at all these kings. Look at this. Look at what you're tapping into. All these kings. You're tapping to all these kings right now. You know what that means, right? Whatever you're going through, this is king energy. This is master energy. You're going to end up on the other side of this knowing a lot. You're going to be king shit. Pardon my French. You're going to know stuff. You know, I'm even seeing that for some, you may even be somebody who has the answers for other people. You may end up being teaching other people this stuff. You're going to be going, I know things, which will be so cool, right? So let me take a last look. King of Cups is going, hang in there, stay calm, okay? If you're going to cry, cry in the river of chaos that's around you, but know that you're getting master energy. You're getting master energy. All right, one last look here to see. Then I'll pull an oracle. You got the King of Pentacles going into the King of Swords. It's beautiful. That's like the King of Abundance, the King of like, I've got my stuff together. To the King of, I can see the big picture. To the Seven of Cups, bringing in abundance and different things that maybe you hadn't seen yet. You end up shining the light so that it becomes clearer. Into the King of Cups again, of calm in the storm. In other words, it's like this is like a handshake to your smart ass. And I don't mean as a smart ass, I mean like you're damn smart. Okay? Your butt is smart. Okay. Going across and going down this way, you have the Two of Cups to the Ten of Cups. That's even better. That's like harmonizing with your divine feminine, blah, blah. I don't know what happened there. The divine feminine and divine masculine into blessings, right? Blessings of your energetic body to blessings being poured out to everybody else. This is what happens if you keep going. And then after that, look all these cups. Two of Cups, Ten of Cups, King of Cups going down in the journey ahead of you and the Strength card cutting it in the middle. Because what happens with the Strength with the King of Cups is telling me that this energy is making you grateful no matter what. And that gratitude, you're going to put it back into your energetic body. So you're going to become powerful in that energy, right? You're not going to bend things to will because you're yanking on them or trying to push that wheel of fortune by yourself. You're actually going to help it shift. And when it starts shifting, the weight of it is going to keep going because of all the work that you've been putting in. At the heart of you is the Three of Cups. That's reconnection, constant. See, this is the Two of Cups and the third cup. That's the secret ingredient. That's the thing. That's where you connect to yourself. And then the third one, right here. Where was it? Right here. See? The two and that one in the middle. The light that shines. That kind of puts everything together for you. All right. Next. Hello, Mega. I saw you on Saturday, didn't I? I did. Okay. So I see 6 thumbs up. If you haven't pressed a thumbs up, do that now. Show me some lovin'. Show the witch some lovin'. Show the Pisces witch some lovin'. All right. I'm over it now. All right, all right. Let's see what the oracle says. In case you're new and you came in, I'm a resonance reader. Or whatever. Person who's going to hell for reading tarot cards or witch or whatever. Whatever names I've been called in the past. I love them all. I send love. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. Because really it's the only thing that matters in the end. It's not your beliefs. It's not your perception. It's love. Oh, somebody's sending me hearts. I love it when somebody does that. Okay, somebody else send me hearts. Send me hearts. Come on, I want to see them. I'm not showing the oracle card. Okay. Awesome. Okay. I was about to say, I'm not showing you the oracle card unless you send me love. But look at all these little hearts coming up. I love you too. I love all of you. Mwah. And guess what card came out? You'll never guess. You'll never guess. Okay, you can all start laughing now. Yeah. All you need is love. And that's what I said. Look at all these cup cards, right? At the heart of you, I said the Three of Cups. Cups, 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 cups. Love. Of course. Okay. No matter what I do in readings, it says I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Even when we hit dissonance, even when we're going on a pathless journey where we're going, where the hell am I going? And why is this so hard? You know why you're doing it. Because you feel it in here. You feel it in your heart. And when you feel it in your heart, you gotta move. You gotta do it. You gotta try. And you can't give yourself hell for that. Okay? Even if the path you're going, you decide at one point, this isn't what I want. It doesn't even look like anything I want. Doesn't matter. You can shift, you can move, you can change direction, you can do a whole 360 if you want. It's your life. You live it. You are empowered. You can do anything you want. And you know what? From the Pisces witch to you, I'm going to tell you straight up. If anybody tries to tell you how to do things and that you've got to follow it or else, that's not love. Anybody who doesn't empower you, who doesn't give you the power back into your hands, they're not helping you. They're either controlling you or they're leading you astray. That's about it. I'll help you. I'll even cry with you. Hell, I'm good at it. I cry all the time. If you're frustrated, you let me know in the comment sections. I want to hear from you. I've been frustrated this week and I cried more than once. Hell, I cried an hour ago. I had to clean up my eyes and redo my mascara before I came here. So don't worry about it. It happens to everybody. Even people who guide people have bad days. They have days where everything gets stuck in their throat. And that's okay. We're human, not superhuman, not perfect. We come here all flawed and crap, and then we try to do our best. How we live our lives is how we share our lives. I share my life with you. I share my words with you because I want you guys to feel empowered. So feel empowered. You have the power. Damn it. Live the best life you can live. And if you cry every once in a while, don't worry. Tomorrow will be better. Usually always is. So I'm sending you a lot of love, light, and blessing. And if you don't watch my readings, how dare you? It's Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. If you're a member, there's sometimes Saturday. If you are a member and you come in my lives on Saturday, you get to have first cards because I see your little marker. Okay, it's only $3 a month, not that much. And not only that, I have a meeting that's called Teams. I put the link once a month. You can come in, it's like Zoom, and we can talk one on one, and I'll actually pull cards and we can chat. Your voice, my voice, whatever you want. Chat if you want. Very cool. So, you are all awesome. And, oh, oh, yes, I just made a short with you. Did you see it? Mr. F-Bomb, Mrs. F-Bomb, I'm not too sure. Come on. You, I got to thank you. You, because you came and with your name, it was awesome. Oh yeah, yeah. I even wrote F star 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 star. I said when I don't remember what I called it, but it was funny. Anyway, so thank you. An excellent clickbaity short for my channel, which I really really need right now. I need the watch time, so awesome. Keep it coming. Keep it trolling. All right, you guys. I'm going to go. And like I said, I will be back. I come back every Wednesday. On Wednesdays, I don't do card readings. I'm sorry. I do them Saturday if I have the time. And take good care. Hi, Diva. Hi. I wish I could say your name and not get flagged, but Fack. There you go. Take care, you guys. I'll see you later. Don't forget to watch tomorrow. There's another video coming up. Bye.